Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We're offering an Odissi dance, 3 dances in honor of Maharaji for Guru Purnima. The first one, we'll all be dancing together, and it's a piece that begins with a Guru Vandana, the shloka that I just said, praising the Guru as Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver of the universe, and Maheshwar, the destroyer of all things, and bringer of cosmic cyclic change. So we're honoring the Guru with that shloka, and then we finish that piece with a small pallavi or pure dance. Then Giovanna and I will do a duet called Megh Pallavi, which is in the rag of Megh, which means clouds. So it's supposed to bring the rain. Maybe we'll have another shower. Third dance, I'll do a solo piece called Ahenila Saila, and that's an Oriya Abhinaya. Abhinaya is a storytelling dance, and this dance is in honor of Lord Jagannath, who's here. And I was really honored to live near to the Jagannath temple in Odisha, India for 6 years. And that's a place that Maharaji used to often travel on his pilgrimages. So I talked to Siddhi Mataji and different people in Kenchi about the trips that they used to make with Maharaji to the Jagannath temple and the special experiences that they would have. So it's really an honor to bring a little bit of that Oriya flavor here to the temple and to all of you, so you can experience maybe some of the sounds that Maharaji might have heard in his travels to Odisha, and sort of that flavor of devotion. And Jagannath is a form of Vishnu, so that's also a dance on Lord Vishnu as well. So I'll explain it a little bit just before that dance with some of the movements, so you guys can follow along with the story. We'll begin with the Guru Vandana, and all of these dances are passed on in the lineage from my Guru, Sujata Mohapatra, and her Guru, Guru Kelucharan Mohapatra. The first one is a piece of her music, but choreography is mine. Second one is choreographed by her husband, Guru Ratikant Mohapatra, and the third one is by her Guru Kelucharan Mohapatra, who was one of the master architects of the dance form. So I'll present one last piece, and I'll just demonstrate the stories briefly so you guys can follow. So these are all, it's a prayer written by Sal Beg, who was a Muslim poet from Odisha, and the Jagannath temple doesn't allow non-Hindus to enter, so he was a great devotee of Jagannath, and he also happened to be a leper. He had so much suffering in his life, so in the same way Maharaji, Hanumanji, or Sankat Mochan, relievers of suffering. For Sal Beg, the poet, Lord Jagannath was his ultimate, that he surrendered his whole being to and just offered his physical suffering, his emotional and mental suffering, all to that being, asking for salvation. So he tells these three stories in which devotees prayed to Vishnu and were saved. So the first one is about Gajaraja, that's the elephant king. And he called out to Vishnu when he was in a deep pond filled with lotuses on the water. There, as he went to go pick a lotus to do his puja, suddenly he felt a crocodile pulling on his leg, pulling him down into the deep water. And the crocodile was trying to eat him. So he prayed to Lord Vishnu, and just then he came, and with his Sudarshan chakra, he smashed that crocodile and cut off his head. Now that's the first story. The second stanza is from the Mahabharata. So the story of the Pandavas and the Kauravas, the two factions, the two groups of cousins who were at war with one another and always scheming ways, or the Kauravas were always scheming ways to defeat the Pandavas, who were the good brothers. So Sakuni, who's their evil uncle, who happens to be a black magician and an excellent gambler, invites them all to a gambling match. And he knows that he's going to win because he has charmed dice. So when he rolls them, he sees that everything there he is taking, and that the poor Pandavas are losing everything. So finally, when the Pandavas have lost it all, they bet even the five brothers, all of them, their crown, their kingdom, everything they've given there in the gambling floor, everything is lost. The last thing to bet is Draupadi, their beautiful wife that they all share. That's a different story. So Draupadi finally also gets bet, and of course, what happens but they lose her. So then she's brought into the court and ordered to come from her room, where she happens to be having a bath and nicely applying her bindi, getting ready to meet her husbands and everyone in the court. She's rudely dragged in half her dress by the hair and brought before the entire court. There, they start to disrobe her to humiliate everyone even further. And she's incredibly beautiful. And she's also a great devotee of Krishna. So they start pulling on her sari, hoping to see what they'll find underneath. But she prays to Lord Vishnu to save her. And miraculously, he sends hundreds and thousands of yards of fabric. And those poor guys are just pulling and pulling, and nothing is coming. So he saves poor Draupadi. That's the second story. Third story is in the story of Prahlad. It's wonderful, all the deeper meanings in these stories. The third one, Prahlad is actually a demon child, a demon prince. And he's also a great devotee of Vishnu. So, part of it means that anybody, no matter what you've done in your life, quote unquote sins you've committed, how much you've sinned against nature or your fellow being or whatever, that God will come to you in your hour of need, whatever it is. So this young demon child, Prahlad, loves Lord Vishnu, so he's constantly doing puja and offering flowers, arti, and everything at the feet of Lord Vishnu. Well, unfortunately, his father, Hiranyakashipu, thinks that he is the greatest thing in the universe because he got, unfortunately, a boon as many demon kings get. So he conquered many lands, all the three worlds, all the gods, everybody was conquered. So he thought no one was above him. So obviously Vishnu had to come and right this wrong, this upset of nature by taking incarnation as Narasingha. He's half man, half lion. So one day, Hiranyakashipu is going through his palace and he sees again my son is making offerings to this Vishnu character. And he said, hey, if your God is so real, tell me, where is he? Where is that God of yours? And Prahlad says, oh, what a great question, Father, I'll tell you. Vishnu is everywhere in this entire universe. Even here, they're at the edge of the palace, between the outside and the inside of it. There's two stambhas, big pillars. And he said, even here in this pillar, look and see, even God is present there. And the father says, this is just too much for him. If your God is in a pillar, I'll show you who's more powerful than that pillar. And he takes out his sword and he smashes the pillar. Well, guess who comes out from it? Narasimha, the man lion. And he takes Hiranyakashipu and he puts him on his lap and he rips him apart and he pulls out his entrails. That's the end of Hiranyakashipu. Well, that's the third story. And the dance ends with returning, as much bhakti poetry does, to the poet himself, describing his own pain and relationship to Vishnu. As he's a Muslim, there's a little bit of choreography in the dance which shows the Muslim daily prayers he's performing, and he's surrendering at the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath and asking for his salvation. This dance is called Ahe Nilo Sailo, which means "Oh Blue Mountain." So the poet Jagannath is dark. He has a black face, and so he's comparing him to a huge dark mountain, the big form of Lord Jagannath. And I never made this connection, but the other day I was practicing facing Taos Mountain, and I thought, oh, Blue Mountain. So I feel like this is also our old Blue Mountain, this beautiful sacred mother mountain that overlooks us all here too, so beautifully. So we're praying to her, we're praying to Jagannath and all those forces which protect us. He says, you take the form of a wild elephant, and all of these troubles which are in my heart that grow like lotus flowers, take them and smash them. Oh Blue Mountain. So that's the refrain. So this is Ahe Nilo Sailo.
Hare Hare